prove I wasn't dead, but even a slight fluttering of lust deep in my groin would have been welcomed. Hell, I'd probably kill for a gurgle of indigestion, just fucking something, anything to show I could react. I come up fucking empty. The slight ache in my wrist pulls my attention away from the tits and ass, and I open and close my fist several times to ease the cramp, finally giving it a hearty shake. Overall, my wrist has healed well over the last 4 months. The plates and screws have been removed, physical therapy has been completed, and I'm feeling physically strong. Yeah, my wrist is aching right now, but only because I've been gripping the armrests of my chair too tightly while I waited to see if Candy Apple might be the one to bring me back to life. Luckily, it's just an ache and certainly not something that gives me any pause. I've been cleared by the team orthopedist, Mark Godson, and cleared by Coach Pretori as well. Starting next week, I'll resume practice with the team, and if I'm lucky, it won't be long before I'm back in the game, starting second-line left winger for the Cold Fury. My insides feel dead. My capacity to care for much of anything seems lost. But there are 2 things that still keep me functioning. It's the prospect of playing hockey again, and more important, my son, Ben. A flare of light catches my eye, and I see my phone screen glare brightly. I grab it and wince at the angry text from my sister, Delaney. WTF, Zach? You leave an hour ago to get some milk and you're not back. Where are you? Guilt suffuses through me, and it's not lost on me that I'm actually feeling an emotion. But then again, the acknowledgement of guilt has not been hard for me the past 4 months. I wonder what Delaney would say if I texted her back. I'm at a strip club, hoping Candy Apple turns me on. She'd shit a brick, that's for sure. I stand up from the table, ignoring Miss Apple on stage. I fish a $5 bill out of my pocket and throw it on the table for the waitress. I had tipped her once when she brought my shot of tequila, since she was fast and nice, and hell, she had a great rack too, so might as well tip her again. Without a backward glance, I leave the lights, music, and bobbing breasts behind, feeling absolutely not one thing from this experience other than a small burn in my stomach from the shot of liquor. As soon as I get out of the club and into the silence of my car, I dial Delaney. She answers on the first ring. You scared the shit out of me. Are you okay? Yeah, I murmur as I start the engine and wait for my Bluetooth to connect. When I hear the subtle click telling me she's on speakerphone, I put the car in drive and say, just driving around, thinking. I hear her blow out a gust of sympathetic frustration, but her voice is gentle. Okay, just get home. Is Ben okay? I ask. He's fine, sleeping. Have you gone over the applicants I picked out for you? My hands tighten on the steering wheel and a tiny pain shoots through my wrist. A pain I'd never admit to the team doctors, so I ignore it and tell her, not yet. Tomorrow, Delaney says sternly. You have to make a decision tomorrow. I know, I mutter, realizing that the time for dragging my feet and procrastinating is over. I promise, tomorrow. Okay, she says softly. That's good. I don't say anything else, my mind already starting to shut down. I abhor the thought of culling through her final recommendations for a nanny for Ben, because that means this is final, that Gina is really dead, and Ben's mommy is definitely not coming back. In my mind, it's putting the final nail in her coffin. I love you, Delaney says, almost desperately into the phone. I bite my lip, hard, and feel my tooth slice down into the delicate flesh. Back at ya, I say, my voice harsh and raspy. Words of love to my older sister, the woman who has been my rock-solid support the last 4 months since Gina died, unable to materialize. I disconnect the call and stare blankly out the windshield. I'm practically on autopilot as I drive home. Out of the silence of my car, an unbidden, sarcastic snort bursts forth from me, and then I start snickering to myself. Home. What a fucking joke. My 5-bedroom house on Marchand Street feels like a prison, the walls closing in on me and causing me to seek out strippers named Candy Apple at midnight. I can't escape my memories there. My guilt devours me as I look at Gina's pictures throughout the house and